One of the programs, I guess my business coach here is James Wedmore, and he's got this, his signature business coaching program is called Business by Design. And when you get enrolled with that program, which I did, I've been a member now for a couple years. It's amazing. He's amazing. I love him. And he's got this little deck of cards here. And they're, I guess, the affirmations and reminders on a myriad of subjects, mainly business, but I think it applies to the business of acting, and it applies to all of our life. So Brandon and I have randomly selected ours. You want to go first?
Sure.
All right, hold it up. Let's see it. Closer. Nice, got it.
Entrepreneurship is an inside job. Successful entrepreneurs see opportunities when others see problems, lessons when others see failures, blessings when others see curses. Entrepreneurs get to. They don't have to. Entrepreneurs don't ask, why me? They ask, why not? Master you. Master your business.
Boom. And you can substitute the word actor for entrepreneur in that because, I mean, really, actors are entrepreneurs. You're your own business. You're your own company. You're the CEO of your own acting life.
Yep.
Yeah, I love what he said. What was the thing? It was in the middle there about you don't have to, you get to.
Yep. Entrepreneurs get to, they don't have to.
I gotta go to rehearsal. No, you get to go to rehearsal because you're an actor, because you booked the job, because you're part of the production team. And that one alone in your life, if you switch all of your just the language is instead of I have to or I need to, it's I get to do this, comes from a more place of gratitude. And also a recognition of the fact that you get to do this also means you're alive. Never mind being an actor or being in a production or having a business. Getting to do it means you woke up today, and every single day, hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of people don't wake up. So count your blessings when it comes to that. What else sticks out from that one for you?
The master you, master your business. That's been something I've been really focusing on for 2022, is focusing on how I do things and how I like things done. So, because like Tom is always saying, to be an actor, you have to be a professional human being. And there's a lot of times where I've felt that I have trained and trained and trained, but I haven't lived. And I need to go out there and live and experience things and understand things so that I have more information and more ideas flowing about. And so I am working on that. I am working on getting out more and doing different things, either things that scare me or things that I'm not super comfortable doing, but safely, and still doing that, and still working towards being a more well-rounded human being, so that I am able to find and delve into different characters that I wouldn't normally have been. And that has also come about this year as well, where I'm starting to view myself as a different performer. I'm starting to view myself more as a lead rather than someone that's the best friend and support and like always there when you need them. And I can do those roles. I do those roles very well, but I'm also realizing that I can step in and do other things. And the more I focus on that, the better I'm going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a higher future self that you're acting from and acting towards. Like, and often what James says is act from that higher self, future paced identity, rather than acting from a spot of what you are now. Like, imagine at top level, the lifestyle you want to live, the career you want to have, booking lead roles in features, booking lead roles in series, having a team of people, having disciplined workouts and training and voice and speech classes and other classes. that when you picture yourself at that level, you act and carry yourself differently, and your whole life changes. Rather than often what people do is they only act from who they are today, or worse, they act from old habits and old stories and limiting beliefs and things that happened to them in the past, and they let all those shitty things dictate their future rather than growing into their future self person. Love it. Love James. All right, ready for mine here?
Yep. Let me see it.
I like this one here.
Ooh, little astronaut man.
It says everything is effing possible. Yeah, that's like man on the moon, and he's planted a happy face flag on the moon. And it says there are no set limitations on what you can or can't have in life. The reality is, it isn't whether you can or can't do something. Sorry, I think there's a typo. The reality is, whether you can or can't do something is entirely up to you. It isn't a matter of obstacles that life is throwing in front of you. The fact of the matter is, the obstacle in your way is your decision to choose to see things as an obstacle. Ooh, let's take that one again. The fact of the matter is, the obstacle in your way is your decision to choose to see things as an obstacle. And then he says, the sooner you realize this, the sooner everything you've ever wanted will fall into place. A couple things that I love about that is just it's very a lot of what James talks about is mindset first. It's like if your mind's fucked up, and you can take all the best coaching and learn all the best strategies and tactics and tricks and tools. But if up here is not straight, then it's James likes to use the term, it's whipped cream on garbage. There's if your head's full of garbage and you go learn new things, that those new things just end up being whipped cream on top of the garbage that's already in your head. But I like the idea of he talks about obstacles, and it's, do you see them as an obstacle? And you've often heard, is it an obstacle or is it a stepping stone? And one of the things that James always talks about as well is he'll say, how does he put it? There's no such thing as a loss, or even win or loss. It's you either you get a result, and that result is either up to the expectation that you wanted, or it isn't. And if it isn't, what you need to look for is the lesson. So he often says, it's not win or lose, it's win or the lesson. And the degree to which you learn the lesson from those quote unquote failures is the degree to which you'll get to the winning circle eventually and get the results that you want. So he sees everything as never, like, if something bad happens in his life, it's what do I need to learn about that? What didn't I learn in the past that led to that situation? And then now that situation has occurred, what is it about that situation that I need to learn to make sure that I don't repeat this in the future? And I think that's just a great framework, because you can never, then no matter what happens to you, it's kind of a good thing. And he also talks about the belief and the overwhelming belief that the universe is there for you. It's doing things for you and supporting you, and that there's a certain divinity in the universe for being there for you and giving you what you need, rather than being against you or things are happening to me. It's like, no, things aren't happening to me. Things are happening for me, so I can get the results I want, or I can learn the lesson that I need to learn to then pass that stage and get to the next level. So shout out to James Wedmore. Highly recommend following James Wedmore. He's the host of a podcast called Mind Your Business Podcast, which, whether you're an actual business owner or not, and certainly if you're an actor, whether you formally have it registered as a business or not, you are your own business. So a lot of what James talks about in that podcast is amazing for you. And highly recommend his business program. I would go as far as to say, if anyone is looking to get into business, or anyone who's considering like going back to school or taking a business course at a college or university, or going to like a formal business school, I would say, unless it's a brick and mortar business, if any aspect of that business is going to be digital, meaning online coaching, online teaching, online courses, online authoring, being an influencer. I would scrap your plans for paying tuition to a university and just enroll in Business by Design. Program's incredible. He deals with absolutely everything, both mindset and the tactical on how to set the businesses up and how to run your business and how to build a team and how to master your messaging and do all that stuff. So he's incredible. Shout out to James.